Stop encouraging him.
We're gonna try to summon all the little forest creatures. Here, little forest creatures. Here, little forest creatures. Let us know if you see anything. We're trying to do.
This is absolutely an unreal venue. Like the views from Hummingbird Ranch, and I believe we're near Rye, Colorado. It's outstanding. Again, they used to have sonic bloom here. It sounds like maybe the pandemic killed sonic bloom. I don't know. But you've got mountains on one side that are close up, mountains way off in the distance. And then when you turn around, you can see this huge view of the plains for miles and miles and miles. I mean, if you want to talk about location, Hummingbird Ranch is the location for a festival. Unreal.
Come on.
What are you making? I'm just curious.
It's a window cover.
Window cover for, so for any specific type of vans, or do you guys do it
No,
for
this
all
is
vans?
a custom order for the tie-dye van up the hill there.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
they needed some covers, so we can make them any size or shape. So
That's cool. How'd you get into doing that?
just making our van here and needed to make covers for it, and then we just kind of start making them for other people.
That's cool. That's very cool. How long you been doing the van thing?
I think this is the second year.
Second year? That's cool.
Yeah,
What's your favorite thing about it? About just being in vans and the whole van life.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we go with our dogs to different places, hunting and dog shows, and just traveling with the dogs. And we made this van to accommodate all their needs.
Yeah. So you built it out. What was the biggest challenge in doing that?
Just kind of, I guess, probably the electrical, learning like all the different components and how to hook them up. And
one of the things I've learned from coming to all the van life stuff, especially Peaceful Vans, is the importance of solar power, especially if you're overlanding or boondocking or, going to things like festival venues where there's not always power or hookups. So it's been really interesting to learn about all the technology in solar. Granted, we're probably going to need a lot more panels than we think, but this place is definitely giving me some information to start with.
Both charge controllers are connected to the battery the same way, and if you program and configure both of the charge controllers correctly, then they're both gonna, okay, it looks like I can absorb charge now, and they'll do that, and then at about the same time, they will both switch to float mode. If you have a fancier monitoring system, if that's the kind of thing you want, the charge controllers can communicate to the servo, the central controller, and the central controller can do distributed voltage and current control. So it can tell all the different devices at the same time, hey, now the battery is in float mode.
So you're Zach?
I'm Zach.
Yeah, man. This is I was walking around here, and I'm just gonna back up to show this because this is like this new kind of truck topper. So that's really cool. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we are a truck camper that configures to any size pickup truck, short bed, long bed, any make. So you could do Toyota, Chevys, you could do Fords. We do these for 8-foot beds. It's
Yeah.
a pretty amazing product.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Well, it's only 450 pounds starting.
Okay.
It's all extruded aluminum and FRP, so there's no wood, so no mold, no, it's not gonna rot on you.
Yeah.
And they're built to last.
Yeah. So your living quarters is actually in the bed, and then you've got sleeping that's hanging over the cab and whatnot. What do you all have in like the living area? Because that's only, you said, like a 6-foot bed.
Yeah, it's a 5.5-foot bed. It feels super roomy in there. But what's wild is it's a queen mattress by design, so it's 78 inches across. So most people, unless you're over 6'6", are sleeping east-west. And then it's by 60. We have a king-size extender option, making it 78 by 80. And then our cabinetry is with Vessel.
Okay.
They work hand in hand with Tune, doing truck bed interiors. The combo's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty
It
sweet.
makes it possible for us to live full time out of it.
And you've got solar, you've got propane. What else?
We have, yeah, exactly. So we got a propane heater. We got our cooler. We got solar up top, and then ceiling fan. But it's all modular too. I think that's super important to note is that, like right now, you can see this is a glass option.
Yeah.
If you want it to be aluminum, you can do that. If you want it to do barn doors instead of an awning style, we can
that's
do
nice.
that. The sides can be all aluminum or glass. You can actually make that back piece have a window if you prefer.
That's cool.
So it's a very comfortable price point as a base at like 13 to 14K.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes up from there with the bells and whistles.
One of the other things that becomes incredibly important when you're doing this, and it's a big reason why we did the whole professional squatting nomadic thing, RV life for us, but van life for the majority of people that were here, is that you got to learn to live on a budget, and you're essentially taking your expenses down to as low as possible. Because that's the key, right? Like you're trying to basically find land where you can dock, be self-sustainable. Solar power plays into that, but also having a really tight budget and understanding how to minimize your budget and minimize everything that you take with you. That's really freedom, right? Letting go of all that stuff. That's really freedom, at least for me.
Sadly, you probably recognized me from the silver alert you got on your phones earlier this morning. Don't worry, they found me. I don't have any trouble admitting I'm a little nervous up here today, but I did hear a recent TED Talk that suggested some ways of dealing with that stress. One of which is to imagine your audience in their underwear. So I guess I'll give that a shot.
I'm rolling with it.
I have an idea. All right. So, now we're even. All right, and yes, I do carry an extra pair of underwear in my pocket because at this age, you just never know. All right, so let's get serious for a moment. Well, at least as serious as one can get while wearing underwear on one's head. We're here today to talk about how to do van life on a budget. Here to help me do that is someone who doesn't need to wear underwear on her head to get your attention. That's my lovely wife, Audra.
We don't pay for overnight spots as a rule. Once in a while we do, but typically we don't pay. And that's a huge way to save when you're doing life on the road. And I know if you're starting out, that might be something that's a little overwhelming or intimidating, but we've been doing it now for 6 years and it's been pretty easy. We don't eat out very much. We cook, and Steve actually loves cooking in the van, so that all works out. We do have to manage our power more than if you're at a campground where you can just plug in. There's a lot of things we have to be a little more mindful of. We do some not so glamorous things. I'm sure a lot of you are the same way though. We pee in jugs and we have to dump that. Sometimes we poop pretty much in a bag. It's a little fancier than that, but it's pooping in a bag. We find public places to use the bathroom. We have figured out which places are nicer than others. We have found that there are grocery stores that often have nicer bathrooms. Some gas stations, we know which gas stations to avoid usually. You want to look for the ones that are selling food and are bigger, not the ones that are kind of small and scary to go in the bathroom. We go to Planet Fitness to shower. Some of those showers, some of you may know, are not the nicest. Some are nice, but some are not. Just this last year when we went to the Pacific Northwest, there were no Planet Fitnesses, so we had to make do. Sometimes probably we didn't smell as great. We went to community centers. I washed my hair in the sink a lot. We use wet wipes. You do what you have to do, but to us, it's worth it. We love what we're doing, and it's okay to have some inconveniences and deal with it.
So you do a lot of these shows, but you guys said you're going full time in this in July?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sir.
Where's the first place you're going?
We're going to be spending most of our summer in Montana and Wyoming.
Yeah.
And got family out there, lots of public land, places to hang out, make some content, have some fun.
So everybody talks about how van life is freedom, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I think that it's an interesting world too, because vans have their own beauty and so do trucks, and they actually work hand in hand together. I think we fit perfectly in the blend too.
Yeah.
We can go high up on the Forest Service roads and go up into the trickier BLM areas.
Steve and I have always loved to travel and to do that on a budget. We started out for years tent camping, and then we'd also do cruises when we could find a good deal. Then in 2018, we flew out to San Francisco and we drove up the coast. I think we did that in about a week, but we had to have reservations every night, and it was pretty hurried, and we fell in love with the Pacific Northwest. And we knew we wanted to get back and not have to hurry. So fast forward to 2020, right before COVID became a thing, and we got an empty Ford Transit high roof cargo van that had been an enterprise rental in its previous life, and we started to convert that. We did it on what we consider as a low budget. We spent less than $8,000 to convert it. We spent about 2.5 years to do that. We would travel and work on converting it. We would dumpster dive. We would walk our neighborhood, and it was a perfect time because during COVID, people had nothing better to do than to go through their garage and throw stuff out. So most of our van was a lot of salvaged materials, and we just tried to get creative.
Nomadic lifestyle covers the gamut of life experiences, ages. Prior to purchasing the van, I thought it was a tale of two extremes. I thought either on one hand, you would put in your 9 to 5, you finally clocked out, and then we were able to retire, or you were some hippie who shirked all responsibilities and you're just out. The truth of the matter is it really covers the gamut, right? Sure, I've met the hippies, but I've met the young working professionals. I've met young families that are traveling in buses and homeschooling their kids. There's people like us who are middle-aged but aren't quite ready to retire. And then, of course, there's those that have sailed off into the golden years.
Hey, what's up, peace, love, and vans? So, why is everyone standing around right now? Is something about to happen? Just kidding. So, the little bit of rain has delayed the load in here for this is Shakedown Street. So, but the good news is you're gonna hear the sound check. So you get the first song for free. So they're gonna do a quick sound check. Then we're gonna do the sweepstakes. And then after the sweepstakes, we're gonna have Luminary Gardens, who you may have caught last night.
All right. Can you start by telling everybody your name?
Yeah, my name's Addison. I go by Luminary Gardens, and I'm a side dub and side bass DJ and producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set last night was badass, dude. It was really cool. Is it a big scene out here?
In
yeah.
Colorado,
Yeah.
with psychedelic music.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's quite something else. Sonic Bloom is what used to be here at Hummingbird Ranch, and that festival changed my life forever.
Okay,
and
how so?
Put me on my path today.
Yeah.
So it really sparked that creativity back in me to become you know, more successful and actually like consistent with my DJing and producing and so
That's cool.
yeah.
So we've walked around and seen a lot of the remnants of that festival and whatnot. It looked like it was a pretty badass time.
I mean, like 7,500 or so people and like incredible artists, like just such like complex and artistic music that is just so like it's out of this world.
So your music was pretty artistic too, dude. Like, so I'm an old like techno guy from like the '90s. I grew up on Oakenfold, Acosta, Bad Boy Bill, shit like that. But you seem to mix in a little bit of everything. You had like more of the newer like drum and bass type, dub type stuff, and then there was like some like Latin beat stuff. Like, how do you pick where you go and blend and things like that?
I don't know. It's really just so I actually improvised the timing on all of the tracks and everything last night. So during some sets that I do, I'll literally just plan out the whole thing with like hot cues and everything. But for this one, I just had a playlist of a bunch of songs I wanted to play, and I just knew where I wanted to start it and just kind of went from there. But it's really just you know, I kind of imagine what the crowd would be like when I'm creating a set and what they might connect with. And I think for here, like I don't actually normally play a lot of like flips or like those kind of like remixes that everyone knows the song. I don't normally actually play that, but I felt like this was the perfect time for me to use some of those tracks that I have.
Definitely resonated. People were like dancing a hardcore.
For a crowd like Peace Love Vans, I really knew I needed to just connect with people on a level like that.
So do you do the van thing too, or you think
I want to?
It?
I would love to someday. You know, that would be amazing.
It's really cool. Like this is definitely like kind of like learn about vans, trade show type thing with the music festival component, but this is like we got hammocks and trees over there and all kinds of shit. It's pretty cool. Tell me a little bit about what else you're doing, man. Where are you going next? Are you touring? Or you said you had like you're teaching people how to DJ?
So I have a beginners DJ workshop coming up in July. It starts like I think it's like June 30th or something. But it's going to be really cool. I just know so many people that have told me they want to get into it, and I just realized, you know, I can teach well, and I can do that. So I started down a path. It was a friend of mine that gave me the idea, and I've just been running with it now. So
that's awesome.
This will be my first iteration of it. But
how do we find it? Like, is it a local class? Is it online?
It's a local class. It'll be in Colorado Springs. It's a 4-week series, so it's like on every Tuesday throughout July, and it's in Colorado Springs. You can find out more information about that on my website, which is just like luminarygardens.card.co.
I'll put a B-roll picture of the card up so people got that. That's cool. Well, good. Congratulations on all the success, man. Like I said, great set last night, and it was good to talk to you.
Thank you. It was really fun talking. Thank you.
Cheers.
I appreciate the opportunity. Cheers, brother.
Another thing that's really kind of popular in van life is the presence of the deadheads, right? You see a lot of the Grateful Dead folks that were following tours. Maybe they're older now, maybe not, but it is kind of cool. And then you see the EDM mixed with it, and that's kind of the kids of the deadheads, and it all comes together in one place. And then you get really snazzy sweatshirts like this.
Hi, I'm Danielle with Cosmic Blues Electric Emporium.
Okay.
I'm the owner and creator of all the tie-dyeing and curations of all the other artists that I carry, and I do a lot of music festivals and travel all over.
That's awesome. I just bought this amazing sweatshirt made of dead fuzzy material that I can't wait to put on later. How'd you get into vending at festivals? What got you into this?
I started tie-dyeing about 16 years ago, and I started small and doing small shows, and then kept growing and growing. So I like doing, the 3 and 4 day events where I can stay set up, and I love the music. And
so are you pretty nomadic? Do you drift around to different festivals?
I do, yeah, for this season, and I live out my truck bed camper. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
What do you think of Peace Love Vans? Have you picked up any camping van tips?
I have, yeah. I've met a lot of great, neighbors and full-time RVers, and yeah, it's a really cool event. My first van festival that I've done.
That's cool.
So.
Where you go next?
I go up to Sawtooth in Idaho.
Okay, what's that for?
It's a music festival.
Okay.
That, and then back down to Winter Park, Blues from the Top.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, and hope you sell a lot of stuff because you got really good stuff. It's a good tie-dye.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I had the chance to meet Tommy and Angie at the Florida Peace Love Vans because they were the van build contest winners. They've been on the road for over 75,000 miles, and now they've taken their passion for this and started a new company called Sweet Dreams Van.
I'm Angie, and my partner Tommy and I, we have Sweet Dreams Van.
Yeah, and you guys were the contest winner in Florida earlier, so congratulations.
We won the DIY contest with our van Wayfaring Star in March, and then we've built this van we call Daisy to be the model van for our new DIY cabinet kit.
Yeah, the cabinets are beautiful, and do you name all your vans?
We do name our vans.
Why is that? I'm just curious.
It just gives them a little personality.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're meaningful to us. They're special.
So with all the stuff that you guys have figured out in building vans, why did you opt to go into cabinets?
It's a very easy reason. So with all that we've done in building, we've had a lot of people reach out to us wanting help. Because people don't know how to build cabinets. It's very difficult to build cabinets. They might not have the time to build out a van. They might not have a workshop or tools. And so we wanted to empower people and enable them to build a professional quality van with minimal tools. All they need is one power drill and easy assembly and easy installation. Okay, so this is the van core system that we designed, and these plus nuts go right into the pre-existing holes in the van. The rail system goes up. And then you assemble the cabinet on the ground, put your finish on it, and then it's just bolted to the rail system with simple bolts.
That's cool. The kit looks incredible. Walk me through a little bit of what do you guys offer?
Yeah, so our kit is solid core bamboo. The entire kit is bamboo. And we've developed a van core mounting system. And so the system mounts to the holes that are already in the ProMaster van, so there's no drilling, no cutting. A person might take about 3 hours to install the van core system. From there, the cabinets are just assembled like an IKEA cabinet, only much better quality. And then once it's assembled, you just bolt it to that van core system. And with 4 bolts or 6 bolts, depending on the size of the cabinet, very easy installation. Anybody can do it.
Colorado also has this incredible EDM scene that we're just starting to learn about. And this is the first time that Peace Love Vans has added EDM to the set list for the late night. I think it was a really good idea.